Some of the ballers here in the comments saying we mustn't bash Bafana today. We won't. We're done bashing Bafana. We're done bashing Bafana.
We're even doing a watch along, guys.
We even prepared to speak about Len Moleko. He has time for your rant. We even here to speak about Bafana Bafana's match day prizes for the bonuses that are paid to the players and how that has been announced by SAFA. That they've agreed their bonuses because they're going to win the whole tournament and take that, what was it, $6 million or something?
$7 million deal.
$7 million.
USD. It equates to what, 5.6 per player?
No, but they give us the numbers because remember Denny Jordan said that he does not want to tell us the numbers because, and I'm quoting him, that some players live in the township and that he does not want to then put any risk on them. So that's the reason why it's not going to mention it. And he said that the 7 million was just him mentioning what CAF had
That
already
is so
said.
nonsensical. There's so many millionaires in townships. What is this?
And even though, do they not know they're footballers? As if they don't have enough money to rob. What's the difference? They make 100,000 rand or 1.2 million rand.
That's
or what?
crazy.
Yeah, because they keep the money in their pockets.
Here's the thing, right?
If that is the excuse that he said, then geez, man.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. There is a level of disrespect that is given unto.
Marco, wait, please.
Ballers, this is a Len Moleko rant brought to you by Betway. Get way more.
Anyway, here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
That, and we've seen this movie before.
Yeah.
We were there last year before Banyana left.
Yeah.
There were issues with money. We are there again. Now, it's money issues. At what point are we actually going to get our house cleaned there in Nazareth? There?
Maybe you
Because
need to move.
because consistently there has to be money issues, and also to some degree this seems like it's an African problem.
It is.
Can I say something controversial?
Yeah.
He's here.
Lucas. Bring Lucas.
Yeah, I know.
Lucas?
Bring Lucas.
I don't think it's even controversial, Marco. I think that's just fact. You know, you need fresh blood in that setup.
But
Bring
then-
him early before
but
these
then
elections.
also-
They talk about 5 years. What?
Exactly, because the previous ones happened last year. Was it last year?
Yeah.
Was it 2022?
Do we even consider them elections?
That is controversial, but fair.
Yeah?
Do we consider them elections?
Do we see
even?
people? Have you seen somebody voting there?
That's what I'm
I've
saying.
never seen.
Is it not like an ANC conference in Nazareth? And these things happen in Nazareth, you guys.
Well, I'm sure. I don't think if SAFA is worse because with ANC there's like a proper independent body that monitors that. You know.
The NEC,
Yeah, but
really?
with every election, there should be like an IEC to be there to make sure that the elections are free and fair. But then again, the whole notion of the 52 regions, I think that's how many regions that we have, SAFA regions, right? It's how can I put it? It's a case of whoever has got the biggest bag can go to these different regions and say, hey, Marco, I'll give you 500,000 there. You know, just make sure you vote for me, kind of thing. So already whoever wants to go through that process is at a disadvantage. And who is SAFA accountable to? Government is not allowed to interfere with SAFA because the minute that
FIFA
happens,
laws.
We are
FIFA
getting
is
banned.
going to say, yo, we are going to suspend you. So
Out, yeah.
effectively, where we are right now, we've got a SAFA president / former politician who is running SAFA like he's running a political party and he's running amok.
Yeah, I know he is. He is.
Just a
I
quick
think
heads up.
We've agreed on this that you know we really need change in at SAFA. You know, and it can't come any sooner. Eh?
It would be quite interesting to find out from one of the players if they are truly happy. Just a quick heads up. In the 2019 AFCON, Bafana reportedly had a deal for each player to get 320,000 for reaching the last 16, 520,000 for qualifying for the quarterfinals, 670 for the semi-finals, and 920,000 for winning the tournament. And remember, at that time, the prize money was 4.5 million US. That is about 83 million. South African rands. It has since gone up to 7 million. And Bafana also, by the way, did not qualify, remember, for the 2021 Continental Showpiece, where the prize money then was 5 million. So it would be quite interesting to see if, the conversation that happened behind closed doors, did they go up from that 920 if they win the tournament to 1.5 million and etc.
But also the breakdown structure of firstly, you have CAF, unfortunately, the way the structures work, can't necessarily sit there doing EFTs. Percy, did you get your money? Sharp. No, they have to pay the association so that the association pays the players.
Yes, of course.
But according to a contract that the players probably don't even have a choice whether to sign it or not. If they are told that you are only getting 50,000 to get to this position, to get to the stage, remember, we the ones who are paying for your flights and all of that jazz. You are hotel, it's us, and. The players want to represent the country, number one. Number two, it's an international stage whereby some of them can audition for some of the bigger clubs.
That is only if their teams will let them go.
Exactly. So, there's also that. But that's a story for another day. So, if CAF gives SAFA 7 million and SAFA decides they're going to give each player 100,000 rands, unfortunately, there is nothing the players can do.
But it
and then
times.
That will start, that's the other thing about the money conversation, and it happens. You've noticed that it happens just before the tournament, right? And then we will see how they perform because what you are going to be receiving financially will also determine how well you do in the tournament. So I'm hoping that SAFA really made sure that these guys are paid well, so that they do play well.
Yeah, because the 1 minute it was said that the team is going to share the 7 bar. Right? And the next minute, there was a retraction of that on some. I didn't say that.
Yeah, because I'm reading here and then I quote, right? If they win, they get 7 million, which is 131 million, right? If they lose, they get nothing. We want the team to focus and to perform.
That's it.
Who said that?
That's what he
Danny
said.
Jordan.
Hey.
We don't want to waste time on discussing unnecessary stuff, close quote, Dr. Danny Jordan.
But how do you go to work?
And this is from Idiski time, guys.
Yes. How do you go to work, leave your house, get into your car, drive to Rosebank, and go to work? No, without knowing how much without knowing how much you're getting paid.
Yeah, no.
So they must thumb stuck on something like, let's perhaps, I've got a little theory. What if the non-performance or the lack thereof of victory for Bafana Bafana especially comes down to the whole notion that SAFA actually treats them like they are, I don't know.
Maybe it's a motivational tactic.
Yes, they're like, okay, we just have to honor a fixture. Let's just honor the fixture. Piafana, they're only going to give us King, is it SNT? We get SNT of 300 rand a day.
And also, guys, we could be renting here, and the players are happy because I see the picture they took with Danny Jordan. They look like they.
It's your boss, Chief. Banyana also took a picture with him.
They would have revolted, I'm sure.
How? Because the other thing is when they revolt.
You have an entire career, mind you, that is determined on just your overall conduct. And that might come, work against you in the long run, within your respective teams and etc. So sometimes you really do have your hands really tightly, knit behind your back. And that's exactly what happens sometimes. And you must notice that the moment these players are not playing actively and the like, only then do they talk about these things.
Because they have nothing to lose.
There we go.
So,
no, of course.
You start becoming a problem, then your name gets written in a black book and nobody touches you.
Facts.
Yeah, we know.
You
It happened with the Sundowns
That's
goalkeeper.
what I was looking for. So
you get blacklisted, yeah?
Yeah, so unfortunately, the players just have to take it.
Yeah. Some comments here. Friday December says, what has Lucas done post playing for him to be considered for SAFA position? What does he know about administration? And Yamkela says, honestly, Danny Jordan and them have overstayed their welcome. Are we saying that Black Label All-Star game is managed better than Bafana?
Yebo.
Good
and
question
then Friday,
there,
December,
question.
I've heard some of the policy reform that Lucas Radebe is interested in doing, and I'm very pro his policy reform, which is hugely centered around the youth development. So that's what I like about Lucas's policies for the SAFA reign. So
also, I think just to add on to that, I'm not saying Danny Jordan is not a well-traveled man, but I doubt he's ever kicked a ball before for an English Premier League team. In terms of understanding how the structures work, he's obviously like a legend at Leeds. He knows the structure. So almost like superimposing how things work at Leeds, he can almost come and do something similar and get South African football to almost follow what they do in the UK from a development phase to the professional phase. What's our high performance football center in this country?
Yeah. And how also, with how development works, if you are running an FA, you then get to work with the clubs, and then both entities goes hand in hand, and somebody that has been in the trenches will understand, I think, better.
I agree.
So let's move on to more positive stories from the continent. Of course, Bafana Bafana playing their first AFCON fixture against Mali on Tuesday night. Looking forward to that one, Len Moleko?
No, of course. Even though there's a few concerns, Motobi Mvala apparently...
What is the story there, by the way?
Might not make it to
What's
the story about Mutombo?
Injury. Is it a knee or is it a ankle
I don't know.
Or groin? I don't know. One of the injuries. That's going to keep him out.
And Zwane didn't practice.
Zwane didn't practice. Also, maybe that's because of being cautionary.
Yeah, it could be that. I think it's niggles.
Yes. So we'll just have to wait for the game against Lesotho.
Toby has a groin injury.
Yes. If it's a confirmed groin injury, I can tell you now he's out.
They're waiting for results from his scan.
Oh, he's out.
He's gone.
Those who know groin injuries, you are out. We must just accept. But otherwise, positive. Oh, even Ronwen Williams, I think, did not take part in training yesterday.
Well, Bafana do have, and we'll have a better look on Thursday when Bafana have a behind closed doors fixture against Lesotho.
That's on Wednesday.
Thursday, from what I see here.
Okay.
And unconfirmed time. No tickets for sale or anything behind closed doors.
Why was it behind closed doors? Is there a reason behind that?
Yeah, so that the opponents don't see our plans.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, you see.
Oh, I see.
And Lesotho's...
Is that a real thing? Are you just fucking with... Oh, are you just fucking with me?
I think he's just fucking with you.
I'm just believing him at this point.
No, I'm just...
Did you just curse, Tepi?
I'm just sorry, man.
It's a family show, Tepi.
No.
Sorry,
sorry. I'm making that up. I don't know the reasons behind why it's behind closed doors.
Okay.
But yeah, we're playing against Lesotho. It could actually be that.
You never know. It could be a reason. But
and we're playing Lesotho. Lesotho are not going to.
You can always get a drone there, man. If you really want to spy on Bafana.
Or also they want to play against Lesotho. If they get clapped, then nobody saw it. So it's fine.
But they're the ones that are gonna step up in the field, so they will know that they got clubbed by Lesotho. So,
yeah. And Lesotho is not. They're not pushovers. Those riders.
Nah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
He has a very good point from Guna for real. Just on the basis that Bafana's squad is made up mostly of Sundowns players, I will watch them on the 16th.
Oh yes, how many players? I think 11.
There's 11 Sundowns representatives across the whole of AFCON, but it's not all 11 are for Bafana. Am I correct?
Yeah.
I'll tell you now. I'll pull up the Bafana squad. But I mean, it only makes sense.
I think from Bafana, I think it's about 6.
From Sundowns, you mean?
For Bafana, from Sundowns about.
Okay, that's a healthy number.
For Bafana.
And we can't also then discount how well Mamelodi Sundowns players are, and it makes
Would we
sense
argue
for
that
them
they're
to
the
be
best
part.
team on the continent?
I agree.
Well,
one of the teams,
top
one
three.
of the best. Yeah,
Top three.
One of the best. It depends on the year sometimes, but they are always still up there with the best. So
Well, they've just won the continental competition, the most recent one.
there we go.
So
And could also win Champions League.
yeah, they're still on course for
And the
that one
league.
and the league and everything they play in. Hey, Sundowns.
Sundowns are just tagging everything, and I saw they're bidding for, I think, the South American player, and they want to pay, I think, something like 47 million.
And the one thing about Sundowns, I don't know how the person who scouts these players, he goes to South America and he always gets a gem.
But actually, we spoke about this on the.
Yeah, Sundowns tried to sign Vinny Jr.
Yes, when we spoke about it on the show.
And we were like,
but
why?
it's actually not a recent thing. If you look back,